Well, first thing I would stop doing is telling myself that I don't know how to do it, because that becomes, a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you tell yourself, if your thoughts are that you can't do something, then you will act upon those thoughts, even if they're done at the subconscious level, because your subconscious mind, that's talked a lot about in Bruce's book, Biology of Belief, your subconscious mind can't make a distinction between what is happening to you, like when you were batting your head against the wall, and all of the frustration that you have from that over 10 years of that working. It can't distinguish between that and the thought that you have that says, because of what I've been doing for the last 10 years, I can't get myself inspired. It can't make a distinction. So then your body starts to feel that you, feel the disappointment and the upset and so on from that, and then you'll attract more of exactly what it is that you don't want. So the first thing to do is, if I were to ask you the question, can you be 100% certain that you do not know how to attract inspiration into your inspiring way of thinking into your life? Can you be 100% certain that you can't do that? You would have to say no, wouldn't you? You can't ever be 100% certain of anything. So if you can't be 100% certain of that, then why would you pick that thought when the opposite thought is that I can attract this into my life? And then let me ask you this question, and that is, what if you couldn't think that thought, that you don't know how to do this? What if you just couldn't think that thought? For some reason, something was pushed in your brain and you couldn't. What would your life look like if you couldn't think that thought, that you can't do this? And if you couldn't think the thought that I can't do this, then you'd have to think the thought that you can. And the result, and what would you feel like? Because we're going to the feeling state. You already described. You said, I would feel a lot better. You said, those were your words. I would feel better. So feeling better is only a thought away, isn't it?
Yes.
It's just a thought. Yeah, so it's like, and then once you start feeling better, this is where manifestation takes place, by the way. You start feeling better, you go into the subconscious mind, and because you're experiencing those feelings in your body, you will start aligning with things that match up to that feeling. Whereas when you feel bad and sad, and so you will start aligning with those kind of things. When you feel bad and sad and depressed and you can't do it, that's when you attract very low energy. What is low energy? Low energy is colds, it's flus, it's sickness, it's tiredness, it's fatigue, it's skin diseases, it's arthritis, it's endless kinds of things that are all very low energy that are attracted to that place. Whereas you keep your energy high, which is on, I intend to live an inspired life. This is my intention, and I know you begin to attract healing. You begin to attract energy. You begin to attract, cleanliness. You feeling better about yourself, happiness, joy. Those kind of things. It's like the universe starts to align with you, depending upon what it is that you're just a magnet. You're a magnet, like we all are. We're just magnets, and the magnets will be attracted to whatever it is that it is calibrated to, become magnetized to spirit. And that is done by, I would really recommend that you look at Excuses Be Gone, because what I did with you in just these 2-3 minutes that we had is I took you through the two of the components of the Excuses Be Gone paradigm, which are how to eliminate lifelong thinking, self-defeating thinking habits.
And it's a story about my daughter, Serena, who is 23 years old, and she's at the University of Miami, and she's in graduate school. She's just finishing up her master's degree in international studies. And she said to me, she said, the only thing that excites me is the idea of doing something about human trafficking. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody listening, I'm sure knows. There are millions and millions of young people, particularly young girls, who are being sold every day, into prostitution and into slavery and things like that. And it's happening all over our planet today in 2009. And for every time she thinks about that or hears anything about it or reads something about it, she said, but Dad, she said, the only thing I can do is either go to law school to become a lawyer to do it, or I have to do it, by getting involved with the government agencies that are involved with that. And so she's telling me all of the way that she's thinking. And I kept saying, okay, those are all in the box. Now what's outside of the box? Why don't you declare yourself, Serena, to be an expert on human trafficking? Just declare it. This is something your father has done his entire life. Just declare, this is what I'm an expert on, and then go out and assume the feeling of that wish fulfilled. That is, go to the library, start looking up all of the materials that you can, start interviewing people who are involved in it, write a paper about it, write a book about it. Become the person at 23. You have the capacity to be able to do that, and then, take what you have learned and what your ideas are and take it to the State Department or take it to wherever you want to take it and make assume this, let's call the law of assumption, where you just simply assume what it is in your imagination is already real and you experience that, and now you become that expert.